care what you haters gotta say, I'm about my money. Yeah, and I don't care what you bitches gotta say, I'm about my money.
Got My Money TV, and I'm your host, King Chaos, man. What's up? What's going on with everybody out there in YouTube? What's going on with everybody out there in battle rap? What's up with my money gang? Everybody that hit that subscribe and so their notifications is on when I drop this content. I appreciate y'all. What's up to the good guy gang? Y'all know who y'all are. Free Hennessy, my dog Hennessy TV. We bring y'all something a little different today in light of the past and the legendary Pat Stay this Sunday, yesterday, and a lot of y'all don't know someone who was very dear to me. I lost last Sunday, man, so it's really been a crazy couple weeks. But I did say I was going to drop my Riot recap. I really didn't feel like recording, but I got something dope for y'all. LTBR, a lot of y'all know Let's Talk Battle Rap does a space. If you're not on Twitter, spaces go crazy, but we're in spaces. LTBR does their space. I done my recap right after the ride. It was pretty dope. After I done my recap, A Ward happened to come right in the room. During my recap, we got to interact and talk to A Ward. So instead of recording a regular vlog today, I'm gonna bring y'all LTBR's content with me, King Chaos, your boy from About My Money, giving his recap of the ride card. If y'all like this, man, hit the like button. Let me know if y'all want to, hear more from the spaces. It's a lot of dope content. I interact with a lot of dope artists. It's really a good place to network. We talk a lot of good battle rap fans, media, and artists. Everybody on the equal playing field. Just having a good time vibing in the spaces. We have some good conversations. So if y'all want to see some more of this type content, let me know. But I'm gonna let this play, man. Watch it, check it out, man. A Ward comes in, tells you how he felt during the battle. What he was expecting, all his feelings about the battle is pretty dope. And I get a recap of the full core, me, friends, a couple of other people, KD. It was a few other people in the building, but you're going to hear me give my recap and a few other people, and then you're going to hear A Ward. So it's pretty dope. Appreciate y'all stopping through. Make sure y'all hitting that like, share, subscribe, man. So, follow your guy on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. You can get Bout My Money, man. Just support the movement, man. And I appreciate y'all. And until next time, man, King Chaos.
Speakers here. We got my man About My Money in the building, King Chaos. Anybody wants to pull up to the radio roulette and give your opinion or recap of the battles tonight, feel free to send a request. Oh, did he just leave? There he goes. All right, King Chaos is in the building. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
Was it on me? I was connecting.
You're here now, brother. What's the word?
Man, hey, you know what? For a couple battles to be missing, first and foremost, shout out to the Riot, man. That was a pretty dope event, man. It was a pretty dope event. So I want to start with that. Of course, if we start with Rum Nitty and A Ward, I think A Ward put a lot of people on notice. Nitty was walking on water in that first one, man. That first round, it was nice. You could tell that he wasn't playing with A Ward. Personally, I probably edge it to Rum just because the weight of the material, but the way that A Ward rebuttals, he got a way of catching the crowd and taking energy back. So salute to him for that. Like I don't think nobody lost in this, man. I think the culture won with that battle, man. Very dope battle. Of course, that fines and real name it was getting ugly. Even if he didn't choke, I was looking at that turning into a gentleman's before we even got to the third round. If I'm being honest.
I'm glad you brought that up because we haven't got a chance to give Fonz much of his praise or his credit. I feel like a lot of us anticipated he would have a dominant performance, but I wasn't expecting it to be like that though.
I think I tweeted out that he showed clear separation. I understand that they both tournament winners, but what Fonz did, and if we mirror the Calico, even though that was a one round, he was very good against Calico. I think I've been saying this for a while. They owe Fonz better place and better looks, man. He's won a tournament and he continues to show levels each time he comes out. So salute to Fonz for what he did in that. So on that battle, Mac Myron and Next, I was very happily surprised in what we got from Next. I like Mac Myron's style. I think what Mac Myron does is kind of slept on sometimes. I think he kind of took it easy, and I heard that a lot. But I think just Next stepped up, and it made it seem that way. Great battle. You can call that for Next. I probably gave Next the third round, but I just like Mac Myers' material in the first and second, and that's me. I'm not here to argue with what everybody else feels. Salute to y'all for y'all opinions, but that's just how I took the battle. But it was great battle. That clone battle, man, clone went crazy, man.
Clone was
Boaz
fantastic.
Dev,
Clone was
hey,
fantastic.
hey, he definitely showed that we need to be seeing more of Clone. Also, Dev going into that Hitman Holler House, I was expecting him to try to, he did well, but Clone showed
Hey, you know what?
separation in that
I'll be
battle
honest.
also.
He's also battling on the Crucible, I think, in 2 weeks, and then battles in the house the week after. So, like, if there's any battle you're gonna lose that one. I'm not saying to pick a battle to lose, but if there's one that
Yes,
doesn't have the most implications if you lose, it's that one. You know what I'm saying? Because if you lose the Crucible battle, you're not gonna advance, and you might not be on the league. If you lose the Hitman Holla battle to qualify for the house, you might not be on TV. So, if you lose the Clone battle, you lost the Clone.
right. Hey, yeah, like if it was one that you could have went a little bit lighter on, that was definitely it. I did like that he picked it up in the third. I thought he should have had that energy throughout, and that was my thoughts on those main battles. I think I'm missing a battle like Hansel battle. Who the Hansel battle?
Dylon 5 times.
Dylon, and Dylon.
Okay,
They
I
was calling
think
that brother Dylan.
Dylon can be a force, man, if he get his flow better. I think he had some nice bars. He had moments.
Hey,
I think that it's his flow. Maybe it's the pacing of the flow.
King
I'm
Chaos.
not sure.
I was. Let me tell you something. I was having in my text thread while these battles are happening. It hit me. Dylon 5 times is what Rich Dollars would sound like if he fixes delivery in modern battle rap. Like that's literally Rich Dollars. Like over extenuates on the wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Focuses on the bars. You can see the simile, the metaphor coming a mile away. The delivery is modern, is advanced, but like the style of the content, I'm like, this is exactly what Rich Dollars would sound like if he just kept at it.
With your knowledge and with you saying that, mate, it clicks in my mind. I
It
can
does,
I
right?
can definitely see. I can definitely see that. That's wild. That just really
Go back
kind of
and
messed
watch the
me up,
battle later.
man.
You're gonna be like,
Wow.
holy shit! Like, all
I
right, man.
think both. I think Hansel could be nice though, but I don't. I think I get it at the die line. No lie.
Huh?
Wait,
I ain't
I'm
gonna lie.
so sorry.
excuse
Let
me?
me
I'm
get back
sorry,
on mute.
man.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. Hansel, like I don't know what it is. I can't. He is good, and I like Hansel, and that's the problem. Hansel be Shastafan, and I'm a Shastafa fan. Like I'm from the mid. I represent the Midwest. So when somebody loses, I can tell you, but his material just didn't do it for me, and I'm not mad with whatever everybody else opinion. Like I said, I'm not one to argue people's opinion because if everybody gets their rounds out clearly and cleanly, I believe there's room for a debate.
Hey, but the problem was he didn't get his rounds out cleanly
That's
and clearly. Go ahead, Moni.
Yeah,
We got the Queen Moni in the building.
I
that
got
last that
triggered.
last
I'm so
round that
sorry
last
for
that,
speaking out
that
of turn. I
last
got
round.
so triggered. I got so triggered.
Hey, Moni, but I'm gonna let you go. But before you go, just want to give a big shout out. My God, KD is in the building. KD, what's the word,
What's
man?
popping, y'all? How y'all
KD,
popping?
Hey,
KD,
Katie.
I'm glad
Hey,
I'm
Melanie.
glad you joined us, KD. I want to hear your thoughts on
Hey.
everything tonight. I'm gonna let Moni set it off because I know she was triggered just now. She had her hand raised, and I want to hear what she has to say. It's been a
Okay. Can I? So, what rounds did you give Dylon?
A round of applause. That boy.
what
That's
Yo,
I
Listen,
commend you for coming out
I
here.
really don't. I really even hate I
I
picked a winner in
genuinely
that
want to
battle.
know.
I genuinely hate that I picked a winner in that battle. It probably would have been the first. Of course, he slipped up in the third, but it probably would have been the two that
He
he didn't have
choked.
stumbling.
He choked 3 bars in the first. What? Am I,
And
Franks?
I
Am I
liked it.
tripping? Did he not choke like 4 bars into his first
To
round?
be fair, Hansel kind of ended his short round. I mean, ended his first round a bit abruptly too, but I thought his content was still better.
And that's why I kind of canceled out that first round. You correct, Moni. I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to argue.
Look.
Okay,
Hold on,
I.
guys. Let me get back to this. We talked
He
about
gonna
Dylon too much.
Hey, y'all almost forgot, man. I got some dope content about to drop, man. Be on the lookout for the interviews that I got coming. I got a lot of Midwest guys coming through the channel, man. They want to talk they shit. I'm gonna let them come through the channel. We're gonna chop it up about their careers and whatnot. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you gotta watch for the heat. You know, I'm gonna drop a Fire Tuesday show. I know I dropped a snippet about chess. Y'all gonna see who I really want Chess to battle. Summer Madness. I think we should make this a gun title. Summer Madness. Chess need to be on the card, man. Be on the lookout for that, man. Like I said before, man, About My Money TV. This your boy King Chaos. Make sure y'all hitting that like, share, and subscribe, man. Hit the bell. Follow your guy, man. It's free to support.
We're gonna need some more battles for that $75.
Hey, Kitty, I don't want to cut your wisdom, bro, but big shout outs to the man himself. A-Ward is in the building.
Oh, the GOAT.
Hey,
The GOAT.
we ain't here, man.
Jesus.
Y'all can hear me all
Hold on,
right?
man.
Jesus.
Real
Praise
quick to
God.
What's
Yes,
everybody,
poppin',
can
sir.
everybody in
Ward?
the spaces
Yeah.
please give a round of applause with the emojis, whether you have Ward,
Hey,
whether you're
nigga,
losing
thank you,
for
bro.
Yeah.
the amazing battle.
Thank you.
Everybody, round of applause.
Hold on one second, baby.
Let's
Hold on one
see.
second. Hold on. Hey, baby. No, sorry, I'm in the back room, the private room at KOD right now. Let me look. Private. Hold on. No, I'm just now I'm playing with y'all.
He got them
No,
strippers.
Yo,
He
I
got
am.
them strippers back there.
I'm joking.
you gotta relax.
No.
Okay, Ward, I have so many questions for you, but I'm gonna start here, bro.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind after that first round? I need to know.
So this is what it feels like to die. That's what I was thinking. I was like, so this is like, bro, I'm gonna tell you, like, that's the best round I ever stood in front of, and like, I know that, like, I'm a competitor, but I've never had somebody spit around so crazy where I said I don't think I can win this round. You know what I mean? Because I do rebuttals and I'm able to like strip people of their energy and powers, but like. I'm like, yo, friends, like I wrote uphill. I've been saying like I wanted to write uphill. I wanted like 2 and 3 to be the best. And so I'm like, yo, he just had like the best round I've ever stood in front of. And I know my first is my lightest round, even though I like the materials. I'm like, dang, I got to crawl up out this box or it's going to get dark real quick.
Yeah, boy was on your ass like back pockets, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you, my boy.
Dog, when I
Was
tell
he
you,
the GOAT?
man, the Chardonnay, the NCAA, what do you say? It ain't gonna see Aaron live. He was shot previously. Like, bro, my
Terminal
God.
2, like you try to make a gumbo pot of all those haymakers in the
Jesus,
rebuttal from
man.
the first round.
Yeah, I try to put a collage together of like, yeah, I heard you, bro. Don't think I wasn't listening. Yeah.
A disrespectful shoot a Christian with a nail gun.
Oh,
That is
that was
so crazy.
wild.
That was so crazy.
Yo, he said a 1 dot for A. I'm
Teaching
teaching
Braille.
Braille.
Oh my
That
God.
was crazy.
That nigga looked at Gotti and said something about I looked at him like Django. I never seen you on a horse before.
Yeah, dog.
That
You know,
crazy,
you know it's
yo.
bad.
Nah,
Like,
yeah.
so my best friend and my little brother were there with me tonight. And when you turning around and your brother's handing you water, and like his face is like, "Yo, bro, it's gonna be all right." Like I promise. And then you look in the crowd, and my best friend is just like, "Oh my gosh," his eyeballs are all big, like you getting smoked. I'm like, "Oh dang, this is rough."
Nah, you held your own though, bro, because a lot of niggas would have died up there. Like,
Super.
Oh yeah.
died.
Everybody would have died tonight.
No,
Like, on my
I
mama,
actually feel
bro.
like I won the battle. I think it's a debatable battle. I think it was 1-1 clear going in the third, but I think like it's a debatable, crazy battle or whatever. So after that first though, like you said, like some people could have just folded.
On my folded like laundry day.
Yep,
You was in that bitch
yep.
swinging.
Yo, I'm the rapper
No
tonight,
lie.
KD. I'm the rapper tonight. Keep your metaphors to
Oh, you
yourself.
got it, my
Yeah,
homie.
yeah, it's
You know
cool,
what I'm
cool.
saying? You just
No, that's my guy. Love you, KD, man. I appreciate you for real.
Hey, I
So
want
you
to
got
know.
your back end all in ones though. Tell us the truth.
No,
So the
I
back
put
end
all
you got
my
all.
ones in her back end.
I got
Look, the
you.
rebuttal.
Nah, I'm
You
playing.
rebuttal off the. I'm done.
Nah, man, yeah. I'm glad you reminded me. Let me send this Cash App request. I got up out of there, man. I wasn't trying to spend my money.
Let's take the people behind the curtains for a second, Ward.
Don't say that
After the
after I just
battle,
left the strip club, bro. Come on, man.
you and Nitty had this like giant hug after the battle. What was the conversation like between you and Nitty after the battle?
We just did that. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like we're competitors. Like, yeah, I'd love to like clearly win battles and stuff like that. But for the culture and for the brand, I mean, that's what you want. You want to be like the one of the best in the world to be on their A game, and you just to go to war with them, you know. And that's what it was. It was just like, bro, we the pressure of this being like one highly anticipated battle of the year. That's all kinds of pressure. You want to give the fans what they want. Then like two of the main card battles drop off, and you're like, dang, it's a $50 pay-per-view. It's a $75 entrance fee. It's like, man, I got to make up for that now. That's how I feel. When people walk out, I want them to be able to say, dang, it was expensive, but dog, I saw one of the best battles live I've ever seen, you know? And I think that hug and everything at the end was like, bro, we can rest now. You know what I mean? Like great job. You did what you do. I do what I do, man. And it's a beautiful thing.
I don't think they get that, bro. Like, not saying like people, but when other battles fall off the card, that like puts pressure on the main event to come through and give your money
Oh, yeah,
back.
definitely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like when we battle, like it did that. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a relief of like, nigga, we didn't pull through. You know what I'm saying? But nah, good shit tonight,
Thank you. Thank
fellas.
you. Thank you.
On my mother.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'll open up the floor to all of the speakers here. Anybody has any questions for the Christian man, Mr. A Ward?
Man, France, tell you what.
I got a question.
Yes.
I got a question for you. Praise God. Okay. So when you listening to him rap, is he giving you more difficulty to come up with a rebuttal because of the rate of his punches?
That's a great question, and yes, and it's actually a fun thing because I'll hone in on something that I think I can rebuttal, and then I'll miss the next like 8 to 12 bars because I'm trying to formulate it in my head. So when I get to go back and watch the footage, like there's a lot of stuff I'm probably gonna hear for the first time because I was just in my head trying to figure out how I was gonna do, pearly gates, 38s or whatever, or all this kind of stuff. So. But yes, because he's punching at a high rate and you want to flip some of the better ones. So if I'm thinking of a rebuttal and next thing I know he hits a haymaker that I didn't catch or whatever, then I'm kind of like at a loss there. But I try to just prioritize them. I give myself about 15 seconds. If I don't come up with a rebuttal, I scrap it and listen to something else. And I'm just like, all right, most of the time the rebuttals come pretty quickly. It's just about like formulating how you want to deliver them.
I appreciate you answering that. I wish you was in here a little while ago when people was giving you flowers. Like some of us got Rum winning the battle, some of us got you winning the battle. But all in all, we feel like it was a win for the culture. And just the way that you did not fold after that first round was really
Facts.
incredible. And shout out to you for, making your own lane in the
Thank
culture,
you.
man. Like
Thank you.
I feel like you negotiate what you want to negotiate and you get what you supposed to get, and I just fuck with
Thank
you
you.
and just keep doing what you're
Thank you.
doing.
Yeah, much respect to like what URL does and everything, but sometimes going against the machine is tough. You know what I mean? And it's tough to stay relevant. It's tough to like put on these big battles and just like kind of like to keep yourself up there. And that's why I just take pride on it being professional. And one thing that he said to me afterwards, he's like, "We made this count." You know what I mean? And I know we talk about how old the battles don't count off a URL or whatever, and some people try to strip me of my wins and say like, man, Ill Will gave you a C+ performance because it wasn't on URL, or Geechee gave you the this that. They always try to discredit me, but like Nitty was like, we made this count, it's on Riot. This battle counts, like I perform my tail off. He performed better than he does on URL sometimes. And so that was one of the conversations we had too after we like embraced. It was like, bro, we made this count. Like we did it,
Yeah, salute to y'all, man.
I
Thank you.
love that. I want to go to some of the other hands here. Warren, it's funny you say that. Like, I think it's because Nitty was in your shoes once upon a time, right? Like, we
Definitely.
love Rum Nitty, who he is now. He's #1 battle rapper on the app. But once upon a time, long ago, everybody forgets this man has a whole King of the Dot catalog where when he tried to come to URL, they literally told him at the time it was Norbs, not the URL people there now. It was Norbs. He told him, "We have B Magic. Why
Yeah.
would we need you?"
Yeah.
Like that sounds insane to hear now.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Definitely.
So he understood exactly where you were coming from, so I think that's why he appreciated it. Simone, go ahead, man. You have your hand raised. What's your question for Ward?
Yeah, but I'm gonna pop out after this one. But I just wanted to give Ward his flowers real quick. About a year or two ago, man, I was even skeptical, and what you showed over the last 2 years, and even going back before that, I was able to appreciate the work. It's top of the world stuff. With or without URL is a silly conversation at this point. I think you cemented yourself as one of the best battle rappers in the world, and I think you put on a classic tonight. And I just want to ask before I head out, you've had some wars at this point. Ill Will, Geechee Gotti on two separate occasions. The second, obviously, being the better battle. Where do you rank this amongst some of the hardest battles that you've taken in your career? Do you think this has been the most challenging battle you've taken up to this point?
Yeah, I don't want to be the prisoner of the moment, but I think this is like the first time I ever thought I was losing a battle, like really, you know what I mean? Like maybe against DNA when I was like on my 8th battle ever on pay-per-view on King of the Dot, where I was like, ooh, he's getting crazy reaction. This is a different level of battling and stuff like that. But, a lot of times what I do is I try to go back to the paper, and I feel like I beat people on paper a lot of times. But when you have a guy like Nitty, who's the best punchline rapper ever, it's like you can't even go back to the paper. Like that was literally one of the best flips or whatever I've ever heard, And so, yeah, I think I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, but I think this is definitely my toughest battle I've ever faced. Yeah.
There you have it, man. Small salute to you, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me up tonight, man.
Yeah, thank you, Smoke. Take care, bro.
All right, King, you have your hand raised. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. I kind of just want to mirror what they said. You just came in, and the first thing I said is that we gotta salute A Ward, and he definitely cemented himself with this performance. Whether you thought it was a win, lose, or draw, I believe the culture truly won, and you definitely showed that it's no longer can he stand in the URL stage. You've done it, and you prove yourself. That to me is a beautiful thing, man. A salute to you on that.
Thank you so much, man. Like I like what the guy said before is like I was skeptical, man. One of the things I want is I want to earn people's, like, yo, he's really out here doing it. I don't want people just to automatically like me because maybe I'm Christian or I'm not URL or whatever. Like I don't want people liking me for just reasons that don't have to do with my talent, And so like to have people say like, yo, I wasn't sold at first, but and that's kind of why I keep working hard is to just kind of like prove to people like I promise you like. You might not like me, but nobody's going to outwork me and nobody's going to out-professional me and nobody's going to care about the culture and delivering, on a high level every time anybody books me.
I love it, man. Love to hear it, man. We got Draco with his hand raised. Draco, what's the word, my guy?
What up? Hello again, friends. A-Word, incredible stuff, man. I just want to say just congratulations for all your success, man. You've been killing it, obviously, and tonight was no different. The question that I had for you, though, was in the face-off, you said you're pretty sure you're going to be leaving this battle with about 4 or 5 lines that Nitty said to you that are going to be like, what the fuck? What were those, right? Any come to mind immediately?
Oh yeah, definitely. The NCAA, I'm a sports bar king. The NCAA to me was ridiculous. The Chardonnay was ridiculous. The Django was ridiculous. The man, there's a lot of them, bro.
So
Even
many.
the Steve McNair, it could have been used, but it's just like I love, bro. That was so crazy. Man, there's just so much that he said, bro. Like a whole lot. I have to go back and watch it because I know I missed some. But yeah, I mean, a lot of times when I go from battles, I can only think of a line or two from my opponent. Like Diddy, like when they stick and they hurt, you remember them. You remember where they punched you at.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Moni, go ahead, man. You got your hand raised.
Oh, hey Ward.
What's up?
I'm a big fan. You already know.
You already know, bro. I'm a fan of you.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I was gonna ask was, I mean, maybe you're like still trying to like celebrate your win, but have you thought about like what battles you want next yet? And if so, like who do you want next?
I'm going on a poetry tour starting next week. So 10 weeks of off battle rap, which 2 months away from battle rap for me is like a year for normal people. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to kind of clear my head. I've locked in a battle with RBE already that's supposed to happen in the winter. So I'm excited about that. So I got that battle locked in. And like I told most people, like I signed a 2-battle deal with the Riot. So I'm really trying to, I don't know when they're going to do their next event, but I'd love to have T-Top, come out and make his Riot debut. And we could do that on the Riot maybe in the winter as well. And then iBattle's contacted me about the Real Sick battle, and they really want to make that go down before the end of the year too. So with the resume I have so far, with Nitty being my 17th battle, with having names like Kitchen Clean, Reed Dollars, QB, Rum Nitty, Don Marino, KD MVP, all these, like I've had a really good year. To be able to end it with that RBE battle, maybe a Sick battle, and maybe like a Riot T-Top battle, I think that'll put together a really, really nice resume for 2022.
An amazing resume.
Fire.
Amazing resume. Katie, you don't gotta raise your hand, man. What's up, bro?
Oh no, I was actually hold on. First thing first. What do you mean? Maybe you're a Christian. What do you mean by that? Like
Maybe.
what did you mean by that? You know what
When I
I'm
say
saying?
maybe what?
Maybe you Christian, but nah, it's
I didn't
alright.
say maybe I'm Christian.
Nah, but nah. I just wanted to. Actually, I was gonna give you your flowers, man. You actually have had a hell of a year from us to the QB to motherfucking Reed Dollars, my nigga. My guy, you've been pushing like for real, like every
Thank you, bro.
battle. But like battle, listen. Battling Geechee, if I thought battling Geechee in his own backyard was difficult, my nigga, you just I think you even if a motherfucker was to say you lost the battle, I think you won so much respect, bro. And I just think that
Yeah,
right there is way more than what you can put on a resume, if that
yeah,
makes sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
he was
definitely.
definitely up there firing your ass up. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like smacking A Ward like Jada fought,
I didn't
that
like
was
that bar. I didn't like that bar.
you didn't like that ball? Listen,
No,
I think
because he said the only time we ever seen Smack in an award show, right?
right, right.
And I'm pretty sure Smack was on the BET Awards when they had battles, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah. So in my mind, I was like, no, we seen Smack in award shows before.
Oh my god. Yeah, you got it, Ward. Okay, yeah, you
You
got
know what though? The bar was creative and fire, but like the nitpick, no pun intended, me nitpicking, I want to be like, no, we seen Smack in award shows before.
it. Yeah, I fuss with that. Cause when you told me I wouldn't pick you if we were setting the screen, I was tapping MVP. He said I was good though.
That's a fact. That's a
You're
fact.
kidding.
Hey, KD, you ever gave somebody their flowers and then just took 2 of the flowers back with you?
Yeah,
Like I feel like right now,
it's
I
not
feel
a
like you're
dozen.
like, yo,
This is
Ward,
not
I
a
got you,
dozen.
bro.
Hey yo.
I'm gonna take these.
This ain't a dozen. No, you good. Cracking the vase. You good.
Nah, man. Hey, yo, I take one more. I'm about to get out and go do karaoke. So if you see any videos on Twitter or whatever of friends in low places, just know it's about to get crazy.
Before we get your last question, you know what's one bar that Nitty really liked from you? The whole that's why I picked you first, the alternate. That's why I brought it alternate. Weave these
Yeah,
around the ball of yarn. I got it alternate.
yeah,
Weapons that can alternate or blessings
yeah,
at the alternate.
yeah,
Oh,
Woo!
yeah.
Crazy shit.
woo! He liked that shit.
Yeah, man. I was just trying to find ways to flip knit creatively, man. I didn't want to do like the normal stuff. I watched him in R&B, and one line I really liked from Real Name Brandon, I think it was a bonnet bar, where he said something about a bonnet, right? So Nitty. And I was like, dang, I never thought about like the NET or the NATE at the end of words being able to be flipped effectively like that. You're oftentimes just thinking of that NIT or knit a sweater, knit this. And so when I heard it, I was like, oh, I got to open my mind to different ways to flip this. And that's when I came up with like alternate, you know what I mean? And so it worked out real good.
All right, I'll close off with the last question for you, War, so you can go enjoy your evening. I'll
Yeah.
say this, man. You know how I feel about your talents, but I'll put it in paper. I'm moving my opinion. I'm putting it in paper, all right? You're a 4-time perennial top 20 battle rapper. You've had a top 10 battle of the year on the list for the last 4 years in a row. You battled names, I don't know, Geechee Gotti, heard of him, Charlie Clips, Ill Will, Old Red, Ill Mac. Should I keep it going? You
Nah,
know what I'm
should I
saying?
keep it? Yeah.
Should I keep it going? Oh, Rum Nitty, Clean Paper, you know what I'm saying? Arsenal. Should I keep it going? The list goes on of names that you've had. You know what I'm saying? At this point, what do you say to somebody that still does not believe?
Do you believe? No, I say, man, I mean, it just got to be a hater, right? Or I guess it just got to be like, it's got to be something that's not specific to my talent. Maybe somebody don't like my voice, or somebody just don't like, white rappers or Christians or something. I mean, I don't know what to tell them. Like, if I ain't earned your respect yet, it's very unlikely that I'm going to do anything next year that's going to be like, you know what? All right, those last two were a fluke, but this one was crazy, you know? So I just take it with a grain of salt, man. Like, a poet told me one time, the only thing I need validation for is parking. And I've always held on to that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Validate my parking ticket. But as far as like, what you feel about me or how you view me or whatever, like, that's with the birds, man. Comparison's a thief of joy, and I refuse to live a life like that. So,
My brother, man, go ahead and enjoy the rest of your weekend
all
in
right, man.
ATL and enjoy that PIA tour the next 10 weeks. I know it's going to be some great stuff there.
I already know, man. Love y'all. Be good.
Love you too. Praise God.
Salute to it.